Jay Crawford, Adam the Bull, Garrett Bush, Dustin Fox, Jason Lloyd, Tyvis Powell, plus, ba-da-da-da-da, you're loving him, Mikey McNuggets. And so many big names, it would take me hours to say all of their names. The ultimate Cleveland sports show starts now. Booyah!
And welcome to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show here on WKYC. I'm Jay Crawford. We're here for the next 30 minutes. Plenty of topics. Chief among them, how can Shedeur Sanders carve up the Raiders defense? We've got a film breakdown on that. Bull.
I'm Adam the Bull, and both these teams have excellent young running backs whose numbers, though, are underwhelming. Who's the better one? Ashton Genty of the Raiders or Quinshon Judkins of the Browns? G.
I'm G. Bush, leader of the Kool-Aid Mafia, and we're going to talk about Myles Garrett. He's in pursuit of the sack record, but there's another guy on the opposite side, Max Crosby, who's a baller as well. We'll tell you who has the edge in this matchup. Dustin.
Hey, I'm Dustin Fox, and we're going to tell you the headlines before they happen.
And I'm Mikey McNuggets, and we are starting with something that we always start with on Fridays, the expectations for the quarterback. And we haven't had a more exciting quarterback to talk about this season than Shedeur Sanders, who's making his first career NFL start against the Raiders. So, guys, what are the realistic expectations for 12 in his first NFL start?
I think the realistic expectations should be tempered, right? Like, I know there's hope that he could be great in this game. I think that's what everybody wants. Ultimately, with all the fighting, it's better for the Browns if Shedeur Sanders ends up being an excellent player. But I think you got to be reasonable. You said realistic expectations, not, the best case scenario. Realistic expectations for a positive game would be around 200 yards with, one touchdown and no turnovers. If he did that, I'd be pretty happy. I know this is part of all of us that are like, what if he has that 300-yard game and throws 3 touchdowns and electrifies everybody? That would be amazing, but it's not likely. So I'll go with that as the realistic option for Shedeur Sanders.
Well, I think that he needs to throw for about 20 attempts. I don't think anything more than that is necessary.
So you think it'll be a heavy run game?
I think it has to be.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah,
I like that. I
do not think that you need to shorten this game. You need to let your defense win it for you and take all the pressure off Shedeur. Yeah, you're going to need him to make a couple plays in the game. You're going to need him to probably scramble for at least 1 or 2 first downs to keep some drives alive. But overall, this is not – I don't need a sexy stat line from Shedeur Sanders. If he throws a touchdown pass and doesn't turn the ball over, that's a win.
Well, listen, this is the game, the anticipation that everybody's looking forward to. We've been told since day one that once he gets on the football field, it will be legendary. Do you need legendary in this game to win? No, it's the Raiders. All you got to come out there and do is just be complimentary. You got to go ahead and figure out where you take your spots. I don't need you to be aggressive when you don't need to in the first quarter. Take your shot plays here or there. Tommy Reese will cook up something where you may take a couple of shot plays earlier. Keep the defense wondering what you're going to do. And you can still run the ball. Quinshon Judkins is he's a pretty good running back. Mm-hmm. Myles Garrett and that defense is playing lights out. So, hey, what you want to do is in red zone, no turnovers. Take your points. Don't put the ball in harm's way. And when you do have an opportunity and shot to take downfield, hey, Shedeur, let it fly. Have fun and go and be who you are. But other than that, this is a winnable game, and we don't want to lose that in the fact that, yes, Shedeur is playing. This is a winnable football game against the Raiders, and the goal is to win the game.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of that, although I'm not sure how well the T-shirts that say, I am complimentary will sell. I am legendary is a lot better than I am complimentary.
Right.
But you're right. That's what we need from him in this game. We don't need him to go out there and throw for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, completing 70% of his passes. As you said, Bull, that's not realistic. I agree with the game plan of run the ball. Like, you've got a running back that's one of the best rookies in the league. I know that the other team does too, but if you can establish some kind of run game with Judkins, right off the bat, you take the pressure off of this kid. And I think that would be a good thing. I wouldn't look for a lot of downfield throws. I would look for the short, quick throws to the tight ends. The last thing the Browns want to do is have him take a 5 or a 7-step drop 15 to 20 times. That hasn't worked out well for him yet. The biggest thing that I'm looking for from him, don't take a sack more than -8. Don't turn and run south. The goal is north. And as long as you keep your eyes focused downfield, if you don't have a receiver there, throw it out of bounds. Live to see another day. Do not think that with Max Crosby chasing your tail all day, you're going to be able to turn the other way and get away from him. You won't do it. He's going to win that race every time. Somewhere around 50%. I think this would be a perfect stat line. 13 of 25, 200 yards, and one more touchdown than picks. So if you throw a pick, you got to throw 2 touchdowns. If you throw 2 picks, I'm going to need 3 touchdowns. As long as the touchdown number is bigger than the interception number, I think this is a very winnable game. All right, next up, let's do the rookies at running back, because obviously Genty was the prize coming out. Yeah. But really, if you look at it, guys, the 2 Buckeyes, I think, are having either better or as good a year as Genty. Who wins that battle between these 2 rookie running backs?
I mean, at this point, the Raiders would probably still take Genty. I mean, it's hard to say. Both Genty and Judkins, in terms of yards per carry, have been disappointing.
Yeah, they have.
But they're both really good players. Here's the rookie rushing leaders. I think ultimately, I expect Judkins to have the bigger game this week, not because he's necessarily better than Genty. I think they're both very good, but because he's facing a bad Raider defense, whereas Genty is facing a good Browns defense, and obviously the Browns have been better against the pass, but it's not like they've been bad against the run. So I think actually both guys are going to have good games, but I think Judkins will have the bigger game.
I think Judkins will have the bigger game, and I agree with most everything you said, and it's mostly because of who's playing quarterback for us and just the fact that we're not going to throw 35, 40 times in this game unless they get behind several touchdowns,
right?
Which, I guess could happen because, we're watching the Browns. We all have watched the Browns before. And, we lost to the Jets. Who knows? You could end up our defense is really good, but what if you give up a special teams touchdown a pick 6 or something, and all of a sudden you're really chasing your tail?
Yeah, this is one of those things where I'm going to give it to Judkins, and it's because of the complimentary thing we throw out all the time. If you got Myles Garrett, the guy on the opposite ends on defense that's getting after quarterbacks, and Geno Smith is tied for the league in interceptions, you may have an opportunity to get strip sacks. You may have opportunities to get the ball with short fields. And if you are the Cleveland Browns, people say, what are you looking for the most out of this game? Listen, start fast. Hey, put them on the offensive. Make sure you're up 10-0. Make sure you are getting to where you guys need to go, and then all of a sudden you can control the clock. You can control the ball on the football on the ground, and you can have a position where you don't have to put Shedeur Sanders in questionable down and distances. And I think that's what we're looking for, is starting fast, keeping Judkins in the game and at an attack level throughout the game.
And to your point, Jay, before you go real quick, because you make the point, like, both of these teams are constantly in 3rd and long situations. We know that about the Browns. It's the Raiders, the same thing. We talked about things that'll indicate who's going to win this game. Whichever team is in the most 3rd and 3s, 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 2s, that team's going to win the game.
Most
because
likely.
if you can be multiple on 3rd down, 3rd and short, where it's like, they could run the ball here, I don't know. Like, if you put either team in a situation where they're throwing on 3rd down, they're not going to have a lot of success, either of them.
I know this game is being billed as the Shedeur Sanders game. That's the reason to watch it nationally. That's how they're promoting it. Everybody's, here he comes. He's going to make his NFL debut as a starting quarterback. But for me, I think that's misguided. This game should be billed as the battle of the top 2 rookie running backs. And I think those are both going to be the showcase players in this game. I think if you're the Raiders, and Pete Carroll's smart, he has, as you've watched them throughout the season, they have leaned less and less on the passing game there because he can't trust his quarterback, and that's what good coaches do. So I think this is going to be a game where the running backs just get fed. They're going to get fed early and often. Bull, I love your point about who can keep on schedule.
Yeah.
If you're 3rd and 12, then you're asking your quarterback to win the game for you. How do you stay on schedule? You don't get 9 yards on 1st down. You just need 3 or 4. How do you ensure you get 3 or 4? give it to a running back that's averaging 3.8 yards per carry. So heavy dose of Judkins, I think, and it's because of the defenses too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to run against this Browns defense. I would much rather run against the Raiders defense. So I think Judkins has a lower degree of difficulty.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have, this will be his best game as a pro. I think he's going to score multiple touchdowns. I think he'll have the most rushing yards in this game that he's had of any other. And that's why, not Shedeur Sanders, but I think Judkins will make it easy for Sanders to guide this team to victory on Sunday.
The Browns have had 0 100-yard receiving games this year and 1 100-yard rushing game, of course, by Quinshon Judkins.
Right.
I'm with you. I think he'll have his second, and I think he's going to score 2 touchdowns in this game.
All right, we see eye to eye on that one. All right, I like these individual matchups, even though these guys will never share the field at the same time.
Sure.
The next one is exactly that. Myles Garrett will never be on the field when Max Crosby is, but the other reason to watch this game is to see what 2 elite pass rushers presently in the NFL can do against offenses that aren't great. You had said on our YouTube show earlier today, if I had to set an over-under on turnovers, 4.5. And I said I'll take the under.
Makes you think about it.
What
Because
would you guys put the over-under on sacks just from these two guys? I would put it at 5. And I know usually you like to go half.
Yeah.
So if I had to do that, I would put it at 4.5.
Okay.
But I think each guy is going to showcase. Myles Garrett's chasing immortality. He's chasing the single season sack record. I think he's going to get after it. I think he's going to win the battle of these two pass rushers.
So I think that there will be a lot of sacks in this game. Okay. I don't think that they're all going to come from Max Crosby and Myles Garrett. So I'd probably set between those two guys. I'd set it over under 3.5.
Yeah,
okay.
I would too.
Just because, I mean, both teams are going to be focused
Myles
on
could go
those.
over that by himself.
He could, but remember, these teams are going to be focusing in on chipping and extra protection to the side of where 95's at. And what number is he? Where 98? So wherever 98's at for Vegas, the Browns are going to know where Crosby's at.
Yeah.
But other guys are still going to make plays.
Sure.
I mean, like last week, we had guys that, are not household names making sacks for the Browns and had opportunities.
Definitely. I agree. Listen, Malik Collins is going to get, Mason Graham had a nice game last week. Isaiah McGuire has been playing well. Carson Schlesinger is all over the field. So just the attacking style of the way the Browns go about it with Jim Schwartz, he's going to put pressure on them. Now, for the Browns, or on offense, what you want to do is, look, I'll make the game plan nasty. I'm going to look, Max Crosby, we got 2 people over there. Tight ends, chipping, we got fullbacks, whatever we got to get to, play action sometimes. And by the way, let's get some 3-step. Let's get a quick little 3-step, Dustin.
Don't need a lot. No 7 steps.
No
this week.
7 or 5s. How about you get down to your 3rd step, let it go, and see if Jerry Jeudy can catch a couple slant passes.
Yeah.
And now are some of the things that I think Tommy Rees is going to try with Max Crosby, but both of these guys are going to get home. It's just about mitigating the losses. Don't make a 3-yard sack a 10-yard sack.
Absolutely.
A lot of this is going to come down to which team has the lead late in the game, because if you're behind, you're going to be throwing. It's going to be more of an opportunity for the other team's pass rusher. I mean, obviously, Myles Garrett is in another stratosphere, right? He's separated himself from the other pass rushers in this league. Max Crosby's great. You could put him in the debate for maybe the second best pass rusher in the league. But Myles Garrett is on a level by himself. But, sometimes the best player doesn't get the best stats.
I wouldn't be shocked if neither team at any point has more than a 1-score lead. I mean, these are 2 of the bottom feeders in the NFL. Each team has won twice. I don't see either team running away with it. I think it's going to be a close, low-scoring game. The thing is, if they do feature the running backs, and that's what I expect them to do, that means the quarterbacks are dropping back to throw a lot less, and we might be shocked at how few sacks combined there are in this game if neither team is throwing.
Yeah, the under feels like a lock in this game, but
36.5.
What is it?
Right?
36.5?
Yeah, the problem is, guys, in games like this,
you never know.
When you have teams with bad offenses, turnovers, and in special teams. I mean, those are the things, like if a pick 6 could happen, a pick-up fumble, recover for a touchdown, short field.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. They could have 12 field goals.
Unders always scare me. I mean, Houston went in last night with the number 1 defense. And I know Buffalo didn't go crazy.
It looked like a for sure under game. It went under, I think, in the end, right?
It was 19-22. Was that the final?
Yeah, which went under.
23?
But the point is there were 2 touchdowns in the final 90 seconds of the first half.
Well, and that's when and Al and Kirk were talking about it on the broadcast. They were saying, "Man, you thought this was going to be a defensive struggle, and we just saw 14 points happen in less than 2 minutes." That's why unders always scare me.
Yeah.
Pick sixes, you could have a punt or a kickoff return. It's always scary when you look at that.
Written headlines is coming up, and guess what? Somebody might pick the over.
Wow.
You're not alone, G.
All right, that's
Say
our
that.
listen. That's our favorite segment. We tell you who's going to win the game before it's played. We're going to take a break. That's coming up at the end of the show. Up next, Sanders has only given us a half of football this season, but there was plenty to break down in those 2 quarters. We do that when the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show comes right back. All right, here we go. Pre-written headlines. Who wins the game? G, you're up.
If you thought I was going to come on here and do nothing else but this, you done lost your mind. What are you talking about? Get to these headlines. We in Vegas. Let's roll these dice. Shedeur Sanders rolls the dice in Vegas. Legendary display. Hits the jackpot. He throws 2 touchdowns, not 1 but 2 touchdowns, in a thrilling 31-27 win in Vegas.
58 total points.
Hey, I
Vegas,
told you
Vegas.
I told you we was going for the over.
Doubling the over.
Yes, sir. Dustin, what we got?
You don't believe that.
Hey, man, listen, where we going?
You don't believe that.
Man,
Go ahead, you're up.
boy.
All right, guys, here we go. What happens in Vegas? Well, Shedeur gets sacked.
Wow, you're going Raiders. You got a score?
I don't know. I mean, it's
Close? Low scoring?
yeah, it could be close.
I would think so.
Actually, I don't even know that I really necessarily picked that the winner there, but I think that Shedeur's going to get sacked a bunch.
Okay.
Like 5
That
times.
is a prediction.
Like 5 times.
All right, here we go. I think the Browns come back with their 3rd win of the season. Improved Sanders and stifling D, as we find my headline, equals win number 3. Rookie
Okay,
quarterback
Ryan.
leads Brown to very low scoring, very close, 17-9. But the Browns come home with another win.
Will you be wearing a watch on Monday? Ah! Let's go!
I will actually put a watch on my wrist for Monday.
I have picked the Browns to lose every single game this season.
Is that right?
I have not picked them to win once this season until now.
Oh, there's another one.
It's Browns play blackjack while Raiders play craps. Judkins
well
2
done.
touchdowns back Sanders as Browns call the Raiders losers in a 21-9 win.
Our scores are almost identical.
Look at that.
How about that? All right, Mikey.
I'm nervous, guys.
Don't
You're
mess
going
this
Raiders,
up.
aren't you?
I'm nervous. Steve, let's show him what I got.
Okay.
It's wrists up for the squad. For the bright lights of Vegas, Sanders throws 2 touchdowns and leads the Browns to a 27-16 win
Bunch of Ken
in a
Carlins on the
battle
show,
of
huh?
the NFL's basement dwellers.
Hey.
Calling us homers.
Ken's more
Is that what
negative
you
these
just did,
days.
Dustin?
No, I listened to Ken this morning. Ken's right there with you boys.
Yeah. Shout out
I
to
know you're the
Peterlin.
only one picking Raiders.
I'm not
we
being
needed
negative.
somebody to pick the Raiders.
I'm not being negative. I think I know what I see.
Yeah,
Hey.
well, I know.
I hope
if you
I'm
asked
wrong.
me my degree of confidence on my pick, I would tell you, like on a 1 to 10, I'm like a 3. Okay, I'm not saying this one with my wrist and my chest.
Yeah, he
I
ain't got a
just-
watch on yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm picking with my heart.
I would
that's
love
pretty
to
much how I
see
do it.
Shedeur ball out. I would love to be doing the wrist thing all
Yeah.
day, talking about 3 touchdown performance.
Hey.
I just don't see it.
It would
Is
be
this
fun.
the resurgence of the Kool-Aid Mafia? We have not heard of
Oh,
Kool-Aid
definitely will be.
Mafia
No.
for years.
Oh, if Shedeur balls out and the Browns win, you'll have 5 pitchers of Kool-Aid on that on
6
Monday.
pitchers.
One last thing, we got a little bit of time. How many sacks does Myles Garrett get?
3.
2.
3.5.
I got him 1.5. Mike?
I'll take 2, and also want to
All right.
shout out Abdullah Mason, who's fighting for the chance
guy.
to become the youngest
Ever.
male champion ever that Cleveland-owned native.
Here we go.
Been on the show multiple times. We're wishing you luck, Abdullah, in your fight this weekend.
Yeah, go get
Wow.
him.
Go get him, man.
Get him.
And also, don't forget, watch us watch the Browns. There is a watch party Sunday that starts at 4 o'clock on the YouTube channel. Some of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports crew will be in for it, so you can watch us
We'll
watch
be in
the
there.
game. And then we'll all wrap it up on Monday. Have a great weekend. Go Browns. See you soon.
Peace.